real or something. I don't know. But you ever noticed, like, I mean, you ever heard the rumor about Jonah Hill playing the Penguin?
No.
Okay. Jonah Hill was supposed to play.
In what Batman movie?
What?
They got somebody cast as Penguin already.
I know.
Oh, okay. My bad. I'm listening. I'm following.
Jonah Hill was, in talks. Not casted, in talks.
Okay,
right?
got you.
Salary negotiations couldn't necessarily meet here.
Mm-hmm.
I think he wanted just as much money as Robert Pattinson. Now, do you think that that's a fair thing? Like, he was like, you know what, nah, I'm good. And then that's how you get Colin Farrell playing the Penguin. And Colin Farrell is a decent actor. Decent. Now, it makes me long for what would have been if Jonah Hill was the Penguin. Because now that I've heard that rumor, I can't let it go.
I don't know how much weight that holds with me with Jonah Hill being the Penguin. I don't know how I like that. I don't know how I like that casting.
I love that casting. I really do. Like, you seen Wolf of Wall Street, right?
I have.
You don't think that couldn't translate?
I don't know.
Like, he has the comedic and the drama. Like, he has all that. He's a better actor than Colin Farrell.
But then, do you think he deserves as much pay as Robert Pattinson?
Robert Pattinson ain't did nothing that requires that much money.
I guess because I'm no.
Like, because he's been as part of ensemble cast. If you're talking about the Twilight stuff, I've never seen Twilight. Okay, cool.
I have, and those have been like
phenomenal.
Like on, not saying that they're like good movies, but as far as like grossing and all that
the
shit,
money.
yeah.
The money. But was he like the center character, or was it more ensemble?
No, he was the center.
Okay,
he was the center. Him and then the woman that played opposite him, their relationship.
Okay,
they were the center.
That was and that's Bryce Dallas Howard too, right? And at least in the sequels, right?
I have no clue. I have to see. I don't be knowing people.
Oh, never mind. The one chick that plays in the Jurassic World films.
No, what's that chick name? Hold up. All this technology. Twilight. Boom. That's what you talking about? Because that's Bella. That's the main character.
No, that ain't Bella. Because whoever Bryce Dallas Howard, Ryan Howard's daughter, replaced whoever this was that was in the first film.
In Twilight.
Yeah. So
also, that's not the same chick. See, I didn't know that. I didn't even know that. My bad.
I've been knowing a lot of movie insider stuff, even if I never watched the film.
They look the same to me.
Because she's a redhead too. I'm not sure if that's the same person. I'm not sure if Bryce Dallas played that Bella.
Let's see.
Just
Twilight 2.
I'll look up Bryce Dallas Howard. How about that?
Got you. Twilight 2. No, still that's Kristen Stewart. Her name is Kristen Stewart.
Okay.
I think I knew that. We said the trees.
No, she played Victoria.
In Twilight.
Yeah, the second Twilight.
Got you.
Because the second one came out in 2010. See, that's why I've been knowing stuff. I just didn't know who that was. I've been watching a lot of movie insider stuff, so I just get like the geeky details behind the stuff.
Got you.
Even if I've never seen the film.
No, you really be on this like.
Hey man.
Like the knowing shit.
Hey man.
Because I don't be knowing.
You got to, man. You got to, baby. Now I still think that this would have brought. Now, the thing is, it's gonna sell itself. You ain't got.
It's Batman.
It's Batman. It's gonna sell itself. But I think that this role would have put Jonah Hill in a different acting light because
I agree with that.
Think about Heath Ledger before the Joker. All I remember was 10 Things I Hate About You.
I didn't really know about Heath Ledger before The Dark Knight.
The only thing I knew about Christian Bale was American Psycho and the racist guy in Shaft.
I had never heard of Christian Bale.
You know,
before that.
Well,
or if I have, like, I didn't know it was him. I didn't know it was him.
You seen Shaft, right? I know you
Shaft?
like the original, like not the original, but the Sam Jackson.
Oh, Shaft, John Shaft.
Yeah.
Oh shit, that is. No, swear to God, that is him.
Johnny.
Bro, you see the genuineness in my face?
When I first saw Batman, I was like, the racist nigga from Shaft.
That is him. Wow, that's crazy. Damn, I didn't know him before.
But to think that he would go and play arguably, people shit on his version of Batman, like his not the movies, the way he plays Bruce Wayne Batman. Okay. People still think, I don't even know how to get into this argument, but who's the best version of Bruce Wayne?
I don't like. I would really have to sit and think about that because
it's like you can go.
Everybody brought their own flair to it,
Like even the cat that did the voice from the animated series.
No, so that's Bruce Wayne. Like Kevin Conroy.
See,
that's Bruce Wayne in Batman. That's him.
See,
but that's number one.
Okay. The best live action.
Yeah.
Do you go Michael Keaton?
See, that's the thing.
It's kind of like Michael Keaton and Jack Nicholson are here, right? When it comes to playing Batman and Joker. They knocked it out the park with the first live action version in film. So you were like, okay, so everybody else is playing catch up. Now Jack really is iconic. Jack is a better actor than Heath Ledger.
Okay, no argument there. No argument.
He brought a different style and flair to it, and they've been chasing it ever since 2008. The Joker's a wildly like popular comic book villain.
Oh, of course.
So once it's done correctly on live film, you keep chasing the ghost of the past. So you can't do what Jack did, reinvent it. You get Heath Ledger's, right? Cool. Knock that out the park. Arguably one of the best acting performances we've ever seen. Then you get to Jared Leto. They was trying too hard.
My thing with Jared Leto's version is that the promo for him built up some type of hype, and it was a letdown. If they didn't promo the Suicide Squad the way they did, I don't think people would even really think about that version of Joker like that. But they promo him like he was going to be in that movie like the villain.
Not even that. Yeah. I think two things are true. I'm seeing it from a different side, but I think we're meeting here though, right? He followed Heath.
Yeah.
So it's like, and then I can give two shits about Jared Leto as an actor though. That's me too.
Same.
So and then it's like, you can tell he was trying. Like they was like, hey, you go be Heath again, be Heath 2.0. Like that's what it gave me when I watched the film. Not to say it wasn't bad, but
no, complete letdown to me.
And then honestly, if we give him the stack, his whole scene in the Snyder Cut was totally unnecessary.
Oh yeah, talking about the end. Yeah, that dream seat, all that shit.
It's like, and then they made him more raunchy with the commentary, right? Because he said something like, I don't know, something about sex or something, right?
And
well, the Joker is like that.
Yeah,
like, I know the source material. He's a wild boy.
Yeah, but it's like, I don't know. I don't know. It didn't really his version didn't translate to film well. It didn't.
No, it didn't. And then you get Joaquin Phoenix. Nobody asked for it. Great.
Hey,
great.
Listen,
one of the best films. Rather it be, if you want to say comic book adaptation or whatever, one of the best films I've ever seen.
Agreed.
So it was good being what it was. Like we said last week, you don't make $100 million. $100 million, you don't spend the block on it.
Without the sequel.
But the thing is, it's going to be a sequel. It's going to be a trilogy. And you know how I love movie trilogies. Yeah. I get off on them. But there's because this is the point, right? Okay, the antagonist of the first film, society. We got that. Second film, they go find an antagonist for him. This version of not Jared Leto, Joaquin Phoenix Joker has to meet a version of Batman. If it keeps going like this, they're not going to cross universes. Now, like we said, DC is good with making, standoffs, one-offs, but no continuity. The continuity's trash. This version, like Robert Pattinson's version of Batman, what his Joker gonna look like? Because they gonna find one.
Oh, of course.
Especially the numbers go be there, so we ain't worry about that. We worrying about part 2 of this. we already know what's gonna happen with this. Like, all right, cool. What part 2 gonna look like?
What is part 2 gonna be?
And you see how they give us different takes of these characters, because the Riddler is a killer. Like, this ain't Jim Carrey. This ain't Adam West. This ain't the Adam West Riddler boy. I mean, the version of in that Batman TV series. So this one's different.
Crazy. Insane.
And
like it seemed like this version of the Riddler is somewhat like the Joker. Somewhat like.
I'm telling you, once they knew that they can start pumping and priming and making movies darker with superhero content, that's all.
No, they've been going crazy.
That's all DC needed.
Yeah.
Now, let's flip the side to Marvel. Now, Marvel's trying the dark side too, because you see, we got Moon Knight coming at the end of next month. We got Moon Knight, Blade.
It seemed like Doctor Strange is gonna be real dark. It seemed like it.
So
this is Doctor Strange's second movie. That's crazy.
His first film came out 20?
It was a minute ago.
18.
Doctor Strange movie. God damn it. We looking at 2016.
Oh, wait, 2016.
Damn, 6 years
6
later.
years?
Ooh, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's nuts.
Benedict Cumberbatch is an old boy.
But I mean, we have still a long time for a sequel, but we have seen him multiple times.
Yeah.
In the MCU.
And that feeds to the continuity, right? Because Henry Cavill can come back and do another Superman. They still want to do Man of Steel 2 so bad.
And I think they should. Listen, I don't really care how long it takes between the Man of Steel 1 and 2. I love the Man of Steel. I thought it was a great movie.
Yeah.
So,
but after so long, how many times you go reboot this thing?
Yeah, it's also true.
Because look, we get Aquaman 2. I don't really know how many.
I still can't believe the first Aquaman made $1 billion. Like, it was a good movie, but I ain't think it was $1 billion worth.
I think we would. Okay. Yes, the bright colors, Jason Momoa, I get all that. All right, cool, whatever. But with the success of Aquaman, I think I would have received it better as a film if I never seen Black Panther, because I feel like it was the same story.
I felt that too.
The exact same story.
I feel that.
So I'm like, it's like, and that's probably why it took me so long to watch. I'm like, I'm watching Black Panther all over again.
White Panther?
It's the
Aqua Panther,
the bright colors, the different new world, the M family fighting and all this. I'm like, it's the same thing.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
The ousted family member,
and he want to take over,
Atlantis.
He want to take over Atlantis, then the world. He's like, them surface dwellers don't deserve. Like, it's kind of like the Killmongers. Them crackers don't deserve.
They don't deserve that shit.
So.
Yeah. The one thing I love about Marvel, like the MCU, like as interconnected as all the franchises are, if you go back and like, let's just say Captain America, for instance, if you just watch the 3 Captain America movies in succession, like, it still makes sense, even though they still tie to all the shit throughout. Yeah. Like, that's so dope to me. And all of the franchises are like that. Like, that's so dope. Even with the Spider-Man shit.
Yeah.
Like, that's dope.
Now, when you get to a 4th movie with a same character lead, how do you feel about that? Because we get into, like, a weird territory where we about to get a Thor 4.
I don't know.
I mean, this is virtually well, no. I mean, you had Superman 4, 5, 6 before, but
yeah, but
but that's before our time. But I'm just saying, it has been done before, but not in this fashion where you get a Thor 4, but it's interconnected into this big movie universe. So we got to see what new characters they bring out. Obviously, we know Jane Foster's coming back. I don't really care about their character, but I understand what they're trying to do.
She's gonna like be Thor, like. At some point,
so
in that movie.
Do you kill off Chris Hemsworth? Because he's been playing the character since 2011. That is I don't care. That is a very long time.
It is a long time.
That is a very long time.
And like you said, this is unprecedented. So I don't like. I literally have no clue how to receive this. I guess we'll see when the movie comes out. But in order for this film to even be somewhat well received, like, which I think they're going to do. Like, they have to incorporate other Marvel characters. So Korg is going to be in there. I imagine the Guardian's going to be in there. At least some of them.
Yeah. Let me ask you this: how you think the Captain America reboot or rehashing will go? With Sam being Captain America now?
I don't really know. I'm gonna be completely honest. I'm not sure if Anthony Mackie can carry a Captain America movie. Like, I hate to say it, but
that's why I
know.
That's why I asked you to see where you were with it, because I was like, okay, he's cool for shows, he's cool as a sidekick, but now we're gonna probably start making, like, it's gonna be Captain America, and because even in the solo films with Chris Evans, his version of Steve Rogers, like, you still felt like he was alone, even though he might have had the whatever his team was in the first film, the Howling Commandos. Like, you still had those guys, and then when you get to the second film, you got Black Widow. Like, you got these people, but they feel like secondary characters still to the primary.
Right.
But when the secondary character is promoted, how does that?
And look, I hope I'm wrong.
Now, Anthony Mackie can act. Now, it ain't taking away his acting ability, because I've seen him in films that's not superhero related.
Right.
So I know he can act.
But when it comes to this genre, we haven't seen him hold something on his own.
Because even the show is Falcon and Winter Soldier. So you have the writing has to be. It's not his fault, and it's not a necessary deficiency in acting. I just want to see how they write the character if he can stand on his own. Right. That's the thing. Because he's a proven leader as a military man. So I'm not, discounting that. I just think that the writing has to be so on point. Because for one, we dealing with racism and Captain America and black guy. Like, you got to deal with all that.
Oh no, that has to be part of the story. Because it was part of the story in the show.
It was. It was. And
gotta flesh that out.
That writing, like, if the writing. And you have to treat it with the same TLC that you gave the Captain America films, else it's gonna be.
Of course.
But
I bet you people don't show up to this like they showed up to Black Panther.
Well, they won't know. They won't know about it. You know what I'm saying? Like Black Panther 2, Wakanda Forever coming November?
It's supposed to be out this year. We supposed to get four Marvel movies. Or 3. So we get Doctor Strange, and I think we get Doctor Strange, Black Panther. I think Thor come out this year too, but I thought it was a 4th one. Not Spider-Man. That was December.
No, that was December. Marvel MCU 2022. Thor comes. Hold on, it's Doctor Strange, then Thor, then Black Panther. So it's only 3.
Oh.
That's. I mean, I might be wrong. Like, I'm looking at what the first thing that came up, and then they got them out of order. Because Thor comes in July, Doctor Strange May, Black Panther is November. The Marvels comes out in February next year.
Okay. Oh, well, never mind then. I guess it is 3.
But it's like, okay, we get Moon Knight. Hold on. Let me see. Okay, 2022. Thor, Doctor Strange, Black Panther. Yeah, it's only 3.
Okay, gotcha.
2023, obviously, it turns up a little bit more. Ooh. I'm just looking at this breakdown. Like, you got the Marvels in February, Guardians in May, Ant-Man in July.
That's the one I'm looking forward to next year.
Now, Fantastic Four hasn't been announced, but with the Doctor Strange joint, man, look, bro, this might bust the world open.
They saying, so I've seen rumors that older Marvel characters from like the Fox and shit is gonna pop up in this. Gonna pop up in this movie. I don't know how true that is, but if it's true,
well, remember, I think you brought this up on the episode with me, with obviously me, but Orson, right? It was like the Illuminati or something.
Yeah.
I think you're right on that, bro. Because I think they, like, those rumors starting to pick up because you keep hearing about this is gonna bust the world open for the mutants and Fantastic Four.
Like, that's gonna be,
because those are the big properties coming in. So you might get Reed Richards and Professor X.
Do you understand the magnitude? Like,
but that would almost be as big as
Black Panther and Spider-Man showing up in Civil War. Like, that's gonna be nuts.
Well, or it may be big. It just be just as big as the Spider-Man coming over, or seeing them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. Facts.
I want to see. Man. I'm.
Bro, if that happened, I might literally cry just off the strength of them being in the movie.
But this is the thing, right? Even though, like, say what you want, right? Some of the X-Men films, and we talked about this, right? The X-Men films have been very hit or miss. Mm-hmm. Like, they can be extremely good. Like, you can have X2 and Days of Future Past. They can have Apocalypse. You can have. You
like Days of Future Past?
I think that's
was fire.
I think that's the best one of not that of the. I'm talking about the reboot rehash that they was.
You thought that was better than First Class? Mm-hmm. No, sir. Mm-hmm. I don't think so.
Mm-hmm. First Class is alright, man. Sebastian Stan was whack. I mean, whatever the dude's name was, lame. Hey man, you know how I give it up. I stay consistent. I base my films off the villain, and if that's the villain, that's your villain,
and that's okay.
No,
that's okay.
Absolutely that.
That's okay.
Apocalypse?
Nah, Apocalypse was Power Rangers. Ivan Ooze, all that shit. No, thank you. No, thank you. But yeah, man. If the Illuminati show up, bro.
But Patrick Stewart got to be 93. And then he died. Well, I mean, you can bring him back. You can bring him back, you know, even though he died in Logan.
They're going to use that de-aging technology.
I personally, I like the rebooted, like the new Professor X and new Magneto. I like those guys. Just bring them over. Like it's not a hard sell either as a fan.
So this is the thing.
They already did it with Quicksilver. All right. You know what I'm saying? You already played with that.
Yeah. So if these other characters, it really don't matter which Professor X or Magneto. Mm-hmm. If these characters are in this movie, they're still from other other universes. Mm-hmm. So yeah, we may get glimpses of them just to say, hey, mutants exist in the MCU, right?
Yeah.
But when we get to the point where the X-Men actually enter the MCU, they're going to look different because they're going to be in the main universe timeline.
The worst thing about this, right? This is not like recasting a Batman, right? But when you get to Wolverine, you only had one character play him for damn near 2 decades. Mm-hmm. So how do you recast Wolverine, especially when you have to get out of our heads, and I'm including myself in the audience, that Wolverine is not the focal point of these films anymore, because that's where they went wrong. Not to say that it wasn't successful, but if you want to be a little bit more comic book accurate, you have to present a different version of the team, not something that we already digested for the past 20 years.
But it's just a glimpse, though. Like
no. I'm talking about when we actually get to the X-Men.
Oh yeah.
I'm talking about when we actually get to the X-Men.
Oh, I don't think
Wolverine cannot. No, Wolverine needs to be in the film, but Wolverine cannot be the focal point anymore.
Oh no, I don't think they're gonna do that. I don't think they're gonna allow that.
And plus, we done did that shit for 20 years.
Yeah, I don't think the MCU has not let me down yet.
Oh no, they haven't.
So I don't think that they would. I don't think they would even go back to allowing Wolverine to be the focal point because they know what happened in the past.
We did that already.
Yeah,
you got to give us Jubilee. You got to give us Gambit. You got to give us, you got to give us those. You know what I'm saying? Like,
we got to get a Storm that actually talks. Like we got to get all that shit.
You actually got to get a Beast that's actually around. Like, I actually like the new Beast, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to make sure that the whole team is intact. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like that. And please, Mystique, please, you that over there somewhere. Because what they did was gave Mystique a bigger role from the original films because of the actress that played her. Mm-hmm. You noticed that, right?
I didn't.
Well, you see, now think about it. Think about those new rebooted X-Men films with Mystique. Raven.
Oh yeah, she did have a big role. Right, because the Mystique from the older joint, she didn't talk much.
She was just around.
She was kind of like a hitman. She was just doing Magneto's bidding.
Exactly. And there's nothing wrong with giving the character a little bit more, but now we done did the Raven, Mystique, Jennifer Lawrence, God bless, but please put her in the back somewhere. Like, I don't had enough of that.
True.
Put Wolverine. Like, Wolverine is too big to put in the back, but put him somewhere.
Yeah, just don't make him the focal point.
That's all I just want to see what the storytelling will be like if it's something else.
I think so. It's interesting, right? So with the Avengers, you have all these individual superheroes that come together as a team, right? I feel like with the X-Men, we have to start them out as a team. Like, we can't start them as individual people. Like, they have to start out as a team and be a team when they go on their adventures to do whatever they got to do in the movies.
Well, undoubtedly, the leader is Professor X, right? Okay. But who's the leader on the field of combat? You would say Cyclops.
Cyclops,
right?
yeah.
So you have to reboot these characters in a way that we kind of forget what those old movies were, and just just see. I just want to see how. I hope it's executed well. That's all I want.
Listen, again,
and I want them to give us new main characters in a way. Like, if you go, like, don't give us the story of Jean Grey, Wolverine, Cyclops, love triangle, Professor X still, like, don't give us that again. I feel like there's other stories that can be told.
Right. Yeah, and I think there's going to be, or there has been, newer X-Men stories like in the comic books. So they have stuff to pull from. So I trust Disney and Marvel Studios and all of them to make the right decisions.
The only thing I don't trust Disney on is because they want to keep making $1 billion, and a lot of hardcore films like that don't make $1 billion when you out here killing everybody and blood and vampires and mutants and I want to see, like, I've always had my pushback when it came to Blade and all this other shit coming over. Like, I heard there's a whole dark realm of Marvel shit that they can pull from.
There's a Dark Avengers.
I want to see that. I want to see that shit.
But
we gonna get to that, or they gonna at least get. And I don't want no fluffy TV show. I want a
movie.
You want a
movie? Oh, now you want a movie. You've been wanting TV shows and everything since the shows came out.
Two things would be true. Two things would be true. No, I'm just saying, don't short. Like, I want to see if you give the same love and care to that on the movie screen. That's my big thing.
I got you.
Because you got Blade. Okay. You remember how gruesome Blade was?
Oh, no.
In 98?
100%.
That was wild.
Shit was crazy.
That was like like, could you imagine that opening scene in Blade in a fucking Marvel movie? Like, no. Disney not giving it up.
No. Not
that nigga was in a fucking rave and blood came out those like the fire.
Yeah.
Nigga, what?
Yeah. Nah, I remember that. That was crazy.
Ain't no, like, that shit was so crazy as a kid, bro. I'm like, hey, yo.
Nah, that's
crazy. Nah, they ain't doing that.
Could you imagine a film with Blade and Deadpool? Like, that would be like, that shit gotta be rated R.
But yeah, and the thing is, I would prefer Wesley and Ryan Reynolds going back and forth. Listen, man, Wesley played that role to such a T. I don't really want to see Mahershala play him.
You know what's crazy? Those, like, that first Blade was what, 90?
98.
Bro, that's almost 30 years ago.
I know, man.
That's
98.
That's crazy.
And then low-key, Ryan Reynolds was in Blade trilogy anyway.
He was. Oh my God, he was.
That's why I know the chemistry there. Like,
wow.
He was Ryan Reynolds then. Like,
Damn.
I know, right?
Damn, Jessica Biel's in that shit.
I know, right? I know.
Yeah. That's crazy. Damn. So I wouldn't mind that. But Wesley Snipes got to at least have a cameo in that movie or something. He has to.
Listen,
he has
man.
to.
And it's like, you know how I feel about Mahershala, man. He's a dope actor, a dope individual. He has dope energy. I just don't know. It's too much. You got an old black guy. No, I ain't gonna do much like that. But ageism comes into play.
Oh well, yeah. I know that's your whole thing with Mahershala right now.
Yes, and Marvel. I mean, and Disney.
Yeah. I was trying to look up. So that I told you there's a Dark Avengers. I'm trying to see like who is like the main people on that team.
I've heard like is it Midnight Suns or something to that nature? Because you can have Ghost Rider. You can have
Ghost. That's what I was trying.
You can have Moon Knight. You can have Blade. You can have Black Knight.
The Black Knight.
You can have Doctor Strange. You can have maybe one other person, and you probably have Scarlet Witch.
That would make sense. And I didn't even.
Those characters are already established. Everybody except who? Ghost Rider. know, right?
I would love
the possibilities.
No, man, listen. At some point, we're going to have to get away from just the Avengers. Like, we're going to have to do Young Avengers, Dark Avengers. We're going to have to do X-Men, the Illuminati. We're going to have to do other team-ups. We're going to have to do other team-ups. So it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. When is that shit going to happen? The possibilities are endless.
The possibilities are endless. And as you say, storylines are always being written and rewritten, and you can draw from plenty of inspiration. It's just that when do we get tired of it? Or do we ever get tired of it? Because, like, this is the thing. We watch a lot of this stuff, but a lot of it you don't revisit. So is that necessarily a good or a bad thing?
I'm not really sure. I don't think it's a bad thing because, I mean...
You can read a book or watch a movie or whatever one time and be like, I understood the point. I don't really need to go back and watch this.
That's how I feel about Black Widow. That's how I feel about that. Low key, I almost feel like that about Eternals.
I was about to say that. I wanted to give that a little bit more grace, but I don't watch so many blogs on it. I feel like I understand it, so I don't have to watch the film no more.
Exactly.
I don't have to watch. Once they explained the whole Star Fox shit, I was like, oh, well. I guess I don't need to watch it.
Do you know who Harry Styles is?
No.
Me either. Okay, cool.
I've heard the name. I don't
fucking know who that person is.
You know the white people, man.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I know. Let me use the bathroom.
All right, bet.